Stay tuned for more free pizzas and t-shirts for you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hayes Gymnasium on campus of Greenville University, where class makes the difference. For tonight's match between the Erskine College Flying Fleet and your Greenville Crusaders. At this time, I ask that you please rise for the invocation and remain standing as the young American will play our national anthem. Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for another great night here in Tigerville. Thank you for the sport of volleyball that has brought each of us here tonight. Pray that you keep both teams free from injury and allow them to honor you with their abilities. Pray that you keep our students, faculty, and staff safe as they travel home for fall break. We love you and thank you for a campus where you make a difference. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And here are the next starters. First for the Flying Fleet. Number 3, Emily Kennington. Number 4, Tristan Dodge. Number 12, Caitlin Pope. Number 13, Catherine McAllister. Number 15, Kimberly Cook. Number 22, Kelly Sullivan. Number 32, Sandy Windows. Erskine is coached by Heather Robbins, who's assisted by Lynn Cameron and Jack Stroud. And now the starters for your Greenville Crusaders. Number 1, Casey Pierce. Number 3, Rachel. Number 6, Elizabeth Jones. Number 7, Emily Esser. Number 10, Megan Stelling. Number 20, Hannah Lewis. Number 25, Megan Lewis.
And with that, welcome to Hayes Gymnasium here in Tigerville, South Carolina. It is officially the start of fall break. So overall, the campus has been pretty much abandoned, but a good crowd here at Hayes Gymnasium for this matchup between the North Greenville Crusaders and Erskine. The Erskine College Flying Fleet. I had to look it up real quick. Thank you. And as you saw earlier, We'll show it one more time before the start of this match. Erskine does come in with an 11-5 record, 7-0 in the Conference Carolinas, so very impressive for them. Crusaders are 11-5 as well, but are 1-3 in the Conference Carolinas, so they got off to a strong start this season, but have struggled as of late. However, the Crusaders are on a 2-game winning streak, so they'll come in here with some momentum. Erskine does as well. So this should be a very good matchup. Probably won't go just 3 sets here. And looking at some of the stats, it looks like number 12, Caitlin Bullock for Erskine leads in kills with 190. And for the Crusaders, it is Yomi Adeyeye with 120 kills, and we are underway. And Erskine strikes first. And for Erskine, serving is number 4, Brian Cardozo. And blocked by Erskine, and it's 2-0. I believe the block was by, I'm looking at the wrong roster here. Give me a second here. That was number 12, Caitlin Bullock, so mentioned her earlier. And another block. Erskine getting off to a great start. This one by number 22, Kelly Sullivan. Serving is number 4, Kristen Dodge. So Erskine getting off to a great start here. And a nice dig. Erskine keeps it alive. And an attempted block by the Crusaders, but unsuccessful, 4-0. The Flying Fleet could not ask for a better start here. If this keeps up, North Greenville might have to call an early timeout. And that's out. Another point for Erskine. That one just out. So Dodge to serve again. And mistake there by number 3, Rachel Burtz. And it's 6-0. And North Greenville will call a very early timeout, understandably so. So just like that, Erskine on a roll to start this match, 6-0, and we will return right after this here on the North Greenville Sports Network. So as the timeout comes to an end, Erskine will look to continue their streak. Kristen Dodge to continue to serve. She'll serve until the Crusaders score a point. And there's a block by Rachel Burtz. And the Crusaders finally on the board. This will be Jenna Ferrato, number 11, to serve. Student section here at Hayes Gymnasium trying to get the Crusaders back in it. And it just clipped the net, and it works out. An ace for Ferrato, and it's 6-2. Hard block. And Erskine going to be able to keep it alive. Crusaders will try to set up the spike, but a mistake. And the serve goes back to Erskine along with a point. They tried to set it up for Yomi Adeyeye, but just didn't quite work out. For Erskine, number 12, Caitlin Bullock will serve. She has a couple of blocks tonight already. There's a kill by Yomi. So the Crusaders working their way back in it. Still very early here in set number 1. And Elizabeth James was the server that time. Erskine with the point. That was Kelly Sullivan serving. And this one's going to head out. Did land on the North Greenville side of the court, but it was after it hit one of the girders at the ceiling. So the Crusaders take the point. They will serve. This is Hannah Lewis. And just clips it over the net. That's number 7, Haley Hester. And the Crusaders working their way back in it. So Lewis to serve again. Hard spike there for Erskine by number 13, Catherine McAllister. So they will take the point and the serve. Number 32, Sade Mendez. Gonna go with Sade. The Crusaders with the point that time, 6-9. This will be Megan Stedding to serve. Yumi Adeyeye and Jenna Ferrado will come out of the game temporarily. And not a good spike there, makes it 9-7. Crusaders right back in it. Stedding keeps it alive. And tried to save it. Elizabeth James did not have a lot of time to react there. And all she could do was make any type of contact she could, but unfortunately for the Crusaders, the ball went out. Trying to see who the server is here. That's number 3, Emily Kennington. And an attempted block by Erskine, but unsuccessful, and the Crusaders take the point. I believe that was Kinsey Pierce with the kill. She is also serving. And that one does not make it over the net, so the Crusaders just 1 point down. They were down 6-0 to start this set. But they have worked their way right back in it. Kinsey Pierce, to continue to serve. And there's a hard kill for Erskine. That was number 13, Catherine McAllister with the kill. Can't hit it much harder than that. So number 15, Kendall Kirk will serve for Erskine. And that's on the line. So another point for Erskine. So they extend the lead to 3. Erskine able to keep it alive. Nice dig. And that's in. Another point for the Flying Fleet. That's great ball placement there. Hit it right in the corner. Not a chance for any Crusader to get to it. And that one off the ceiling. Erskine able to react to it. Stedding keeps it alive. There's a kill for the Crusaders. And a kill for number 12, Caitlin Bullock. Puts the Erskine lead back to 4. And speaking of 4, Kristen Dodge will be the server. And last touch by an Erskine player, so the point does go to the Crusaders. It was an attempted block, but unsuccessful. Number 11, Jenna Ferrato, will enter the game, and she will serve. And that one out. So hit long by Erskine. And the deficit is back down to 2. So Ferrato to serve yet again. An attempted block by the Crusaders, unsuccessful. I believe that was number 4, Kristen Dodge, with the kill. So Erskine puts the lead back to 3, and they will serve. This will be number 12, Caitlin Bullock, to serve. Here comes Yomi with a successful kill. She does lead the team in kills, 15-13. Elizabeth James will serve for the Crusaders. And another one. So a substitution for Erskine. Katie Hurt, number 11, comes in for number 32, Sade Mendez. 1-point set. And Hannah Lewis hits it back, but is out of bounds. Didn't have time to do much with that one, just had to hit it and see what happened, but couldn't keep it in. Hard spike there, and that's a kill for Rachel Burks. So Hannah Lewis to serve. And an ace. I believe that's also an error by number 12, Caitlin Bullock, for Erskine, and it's all tied up here in set number 1. Almost had another one there. And that's out of bounds, and the Crusaders have their first lead of the night. Erskine might not be too far away from a timeout here. Might need to regroup. And a block by the Crusaders. And they now have a 2-point lead. And there's the timeout by Erskine. Number 7, Haley Hester, was one of the players with the block there. So both teams will have one timeout left. Do want to mention that the Nates that Nate's out of Travelers Rest, their player of the game from Dig Pink Night on Wednesday was Yomi Adeyeye. And if you go to Nate's in Travelers Rest, if you mention her name, when you order any pizza, you get $3 off of that pizza, whether it's takeout, delivery, or dine in. And with that, we will take a quick break and be right back here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Actually, we'll come right back. We did mention that Yomi Adeyeye was the player of the game on Wednesday versus Piedmont College. She had 10 kills and 24 total attacks, and even had a solo block and 2 assisted blocks. So a great game for her. And once again, we'll mention it one more time. If you mention her name at Nate's out of Travelers Rest, you will get $3 off any pizza. So Hannah Lewis to serve again. Crusaders with a 2-point lead here in set 1, but Erskine able to respond after the timeout. For Erskine, number 12, Caitlin Bullock will be the server. And an error on the serve there by Bullock gives the point and the serve to the Crusaders. So Megan Stedding, number 10, will come in to serve. And a block by the Crusaders. Kenzie Pierce was one of them, and Haley Hester was the other. And Crusaders tried to save it, unable to, and that is a kill for number 10, Marissa Greenough. Number 3, Emily Kennington is the server for Erskine. Hannah Lewis just able to get it back over the net. Hard kill, great save by Hannah Lewis. And that one is hit twice by an Erskine player. And it's 21-18. So Kenzie Pierce will be the server. And Caitlin Bullock coming over to one of the officials and asking a question, not sure exactly what it was. It appeared that she did hit it twice, but since she was attempting the block, that actually may have been allowed, so she might have had a good gripe there. And there's a kill. And that one was by Bullock. So 21-19. Still in favor of the Crusaders. This will be, I believe it's number 15, Kendall Kirk, the server. And another point for the Crusaders. That was Burtz with yet another kill. Number 7, Haley Hester to serve for the Crusaders. And that is just in. The officials are hearing about it from the student section. I believe that's appeared to be on the line. Student section did not agree, but looking at the replay, it appeared to be a good call. So for Erskine, number 4, Kristen Dodge to serve. And no, Crusaders may be able to bring it back. They do. Fantastic job. And blocked, saved by Erskine. Here comes another kill attempt. It's last touch by the Crusaders, so it's now a 1-point set. So Dodge will serve yet again. Very entertaining opening set here. That's on the line. And Crusaders 2 points away from taking set 1. Excellent ball placement there. And number 11, Jenna Ferrado to serve. Student section into it right now. And actually, Erskine will take a timeout. So we'll take it with them, and we will continue right after this. You're watching the North Greenville Sports Network. So as the timeout comes to an end, Jenna Ferrado to continue to serve. Whistle blows, and here comes the serve. Nice save there. Erskine cannot save it. And the Crusaders 1 point away from taking the opening set. And that would really get the student section going. This place is electric tonight. Don't know how much of the noise is making it through the headset, but man, it is loud in here. Nice dig by Dodge. And there's a kill for Erskine. So Erskine not out of it yet. Good job to hit the line there. 24-22. For Erskine, that was Caitlin Bullock serving. Erskine keeps it alive. And another kill. And now North Greenville will take the timeout. That was Kelly Sullivan with the kill. So we'll take it with them once again and be right back. You're watching the North Greenville Sports Network. So the timeout ends early. A classic set to start tonight. Caitlin Bullock will continue to serve. And almost lost it. The Crusaders did, but able to regain it. And another kill by Bullock. So they worked their way back into it. A fantastic job by the Flying Fleet of Erskine. So this set will go beyond 25. Have to win by 2. Blocked. Believe that was Bullock again. And Erskine takes the lead here in set one, and they're 1 point away from a come from behind set win. And blocked. Crusaders cannot get to it, and Erskine takes set one. What a way to start tonight. So that quiets the student section, and Erskine will switch sides. Excuse me, both teams will switch sides, obviously. So that will do it for set one. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we will come back right after this. You're watching the North Greenville Sports Network. So we return. Question is, can North Greenville respond after that tough loss in set number one? A fantastic and very entertaining set to begin the match. Erskine ultimately winning it 26-24. And worth mentioning that some of the student section did clear out. A lot of it was the football team. I believe that a lot of them don't know if it's required from them or if they do it voluntarily, but a lot of them have come to the first set and then leave after that, which is understandable. They have a huge, huge football game tomorrow at Lenore-Rhine. And we'll mention this a couple times tonight. We will be broadcasting tomorrow. Now the question is, what will we be broadcasting? If there's no rain forecasted for Tigerville, then we will broadcast both soccer games. So the women's game will start at 1, and the men's game will start at 3, both against Pfeiffer. And Hannah Lewis will serve first for the Crusaders. If there is rain in the forecast, then we will broadcast the volleyball game tomorrow against Emmanuel. And the Crusaders with a successful block, and they will take the first point here in set one. And Erskine just going to have to hit it back. Hard spike there, saved by Erskine. An attempted block by Rachel Burtz and Elizabeth James, but unsuccessful. And it's 1-1. Don't even have time to show a replay here. Number 12, Caitlin Bullock to serve. And can't make it over the net, so an error on the serve by Bullock. I believe that's her second one tonight. Gives the serve back to the Crusaders as well as the point. This will be number 11, Jennifer Otto, for the Crusaders to serve. And having the official having a word with at the scorer's table. So we'll wait on that. It is 2-1 in favor of the Crusaders. That's what the scoreboard shows right now. So not exactly sure what the issue was, but nevertheless, we will continue play. Jennifer Otto once again to serve. And we certainly appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Looks like we have 21 viewers. The 22nd one is us. Always like to monitor the stream, make sure everything's working well. And the point ends up going to Erskine. They're saying it was last touched by a Crusader. The point initially went to North Greenville, but the officials ended up changing it. So here is the serve, and that is out. So another error on the serve for Erskine. Makes it 3-2 in favor of North Greenville. And that's Elizabeth James on the serve. And this one off the ceiling. North Greenville able to respond and get it back over. That's always tough here in the gym. And Erskine unable to get it back over, 4-2. It's worth mentioning that the ceiling above this court can be very tough to respond to. It's not even on both sides of the court. So the point goes to Erskine, 4-3. Looks like Sade Mendez will come in to serve. And I always like to mention this, if you do have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the social stream. We don't have live stats available for volleyball, so we can't really get into too many specifics when it comes to individual stats. So the Crusaders take that point, a kill by Yomi Adeyeye. So the Crusaders leading it 5-3 here in set number 2. Hannah Lewis to serve. And so the point goes to Erskine. Actually, no. Point ends up going to the Crusaders. Not exactly sure what happened there, but nevertheless, the Crusaders with another point, and Hannah Lewis to serve again. And an easy point there for Erskine. Just had to get it back over the net. Good placement. I believe this is Emily Kennington to serve. Attempted kill by Kenzie Pierce, but a good save by an Erskine player. Didn't see which one it was. Another attempted a kill, but a fantastic block by Caitlin Bullock. So Kennington to serve again. And an error by Kennington will give the Crusaders the point. So for the Crusaders, Megan Stedding will serve. And that point goes to Erskine. So a point for the Crusaders there makes it 8-6. And thank you, Jeff Greeno, for the pronunciation correction. Try to remember that throughout the rest of the night. So a point for Erskine makes it 8-7. Kristen Dodge to serve for Erskine. And Crusaders just able to keep it alive. Nice job. And somebody else has got to touch it. Now they have to get it over. Able to, and they end up with the point. And that gets the Crusader fans pumped up. Crusaders were in trouble for most of that point, but ended up taking it anyway. And blocked by the Crusaders. Erskine able to keep it alive, but can't get over the net there, and it's 10-7 in favor of the Crusaders. Kelly Sullivan attempted to spike it over, but a nice block by several Crusaders. And Crusaders able to keep it alive. Kenzie Pierce saved. Attempted block. Crusaders keep it going. Good battle here. Stedding with a nice dig. And this has been going on for a while. And oh, and a mistake by Caitlin Bullock. And the Crusaders end up with a long point. And whistle blows as a Erskine player will tie her shoe. So North Greenville with some momentum here. Gotten several points in a row and make that another one. And Erskine will take a timeout. Want to mention that Kings out of Travelers Rest, they are giving out free pizzas here in Hayes Gymnasium. Not sure if you can hear it through the headset, but they are having raffle drawings for each ticket. If the ticket number is called, then you get a free pizza here in Hayes Gymnasium. So the fans here certainly enjoying that. And we did get a free pizza up here, and the broadcast crew did get one, so we want to thank Nate's for it. And we will take a very, very short break. Looks like they're about to wrap up the timeout. Actually, might as well just stick with you. So 12-7. Crusaders lead it. They will serve coming out of this timeout. For the Crusaders, Haley Hester will serve. And there's a much needed point for Erskine. Looks like that was number 22, Kelly Sullivan, with the kill. And number 12, Caitlin Bullock was the server. And another point for the Crusaders. Just didn't have time to react to that one. And Jenna Ferrado from North Greenville, now the server. Nice job by Ferrado to keep that one alive, and Yomi hits it over, and it was right on the line, so another point for North Greenville. Didn't have to hit it hard. Good placement. So Ferrado will continue to serve. And that's hit long. So a free point for Erskine. And they will take the serve as well. Kelly Sullivan to serve for Erskine. Blocked, and Erskine takes another point, getting back into it. Good block there by two Flying Fleet players. And this one all the way up to the roof. And Erskine just gonna have to hit it back. And that one goes way back. Nobody gonna be able to get to it. And the Crusaders will take the point. Elizabeth James will serve. Just able to get it over the net. And this one goes into the stands. So a point for Erskine. Puts the deficit back to 4. And Sade Mendez to serve. And there's a kill by number 3, Rachel Burks, for the Crusaders. So Hannah Lewis will serve. And that one hit long, so another point for North Greenville. We'll make it 17-11 here in set 2. So Lewis to serve again. Blocked, and Erskine unable to recover from the block. Makes it 18-11, and North Greenville extends the lead to 7, and Erskine will take their final timeout of the set. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the North Greenville Sports Network. So the timeout comes to an end. Hannah Lewis to continue to serve for the Crusaders. We'll see if Erskine can work their way back into this one. For Erskine, Rissa Mayfield will come in for Catherine McAllister. And there's a way to get some momentum going after the timeout for Erskine. And oh, we have a injured player. Did not realize that. That is number 10, Marissa Greeno. Certainly hope she's okay. And she's assisted. So we understand she has family watching. Our thoughts and prayers will certainly be with her. For Erskine, number 3, Emily Kennington will come in. And it looks like she will serve as well. And an easy point for Erskine there, makes it 18-13. And a block by Erskine. Crusaders not going to be able to get it back over. Ran out of hits there. And Erskine cuts the deficit down to 4. So Kennington to serve again. And an error there by number 7, Haley Hester, makes it 18-15. Erskine right back in this set. And there's a kill by the Crusaders. That's Kenzie Pierce. So Megan Stedding will come in to serve for the Crusaders. Blocked by North Greenville. Erskine able to keep it alive. Last touched by the Crusaders. And another kill. And it's down to 2. Erskine with the momentum, and the Crusaders will take a timeout. So we'll take a quick one with them, and we will return shortly. You're watching the North Greenville Sports Network. It's worth mentioning that after set number 2, there will be a serving contest for the fans here. And I believe that you serve it in a normal serving position on the court, and if you do serve it over the net, you win a free t-shirt, so that should certainly be entertaining. Again, that's after set number 2. And a point for the Crusaders makes it 20-17. This is Kinsey Pierce serving. And good placement there. Hannah Lewis was heading towards her right, but the ball ended up being hit to her left. Not much she could do there. I believe this is Kristen Dodge to serve for Erskine. And that one just out. So this set number 2 has turned into a very good one, much like set number 1. Could come down to the wire yet again. Kristen Dodge will serve. And there's a point for North Greenville, 21-19. Haley Hester will be the server. Blocked by the Crusaders, but Erskine takes the point. It was hit twice by one of the Crusader players, and it ends up being 21-20. Crusaders lead it by only by 1. And Burt's unable to get a lot of heat behind that spike. And just able to get to it. Hard spike there by Rachel Burt's. And the Crusaders lead by 2. It's worth mentioning they do continue to work on Marissa Greeno on the Erskine bench. So certainly hope that she's okay. Looks like they're icing her ankle as that serve is long, which gives the Crusaders another point. And North Greenville's 2 points away from evening up this match. And Elizabeth James was the server. And good placement. Nobody there for the Crusaders. And Erskine scores a point. And that was close. But appeared to hit the line. Sade Mendez will serve. And another point for Erskine. That was hit twice. And the Crusaders will take their final timeout. So all even up at 23, another classic set. What a match this has been so far. Still only in set number 2. The Crusaders cannot afford to fall behind 2-0, as even as these teams have been. So we'll take a short break, and we will return right after this here on the North Greenville Sports Network. So as the timeout comes to an end, Mendez will be the server. No timeouts remaining for either team in this set. And with it being 23-23, the set shouldn't last too much longer, but as even as these teams have been, you never know. Yomi with a spike, saved by Erskine. And a block that time by Yomi. And that gives the Crusaders the point. And North Greenville's 1 point away from taking this set. So Hannah Lewis, the server. Tried to place it. Erskine did, and can the Crusaders get it over? They will not. So for the second time tonight, a set will not end at 25. It will continue until a team is leading by 2. Emily Kennington to serve. This match has the makings of a classic. Blocked by Erskine. A miscommunication there by a couple of Crusaders. Looked like 3 different Crusaders were trying to go for it at the same time. And Erskine, a point away from taking the set. Kennington to serve again and makes a mistake. A serving error gives the Crusaders a much needed point. So 25-25, which means that this set will go to at least 27, maybe even more. And Adeyeye will serve. And a serving error by her. So 2 bad serves in a row, one by Erskine, then one by North Greenville. So once again, Erskine 1 point away from taking the set. Number 13, Catherine McAllister to serve. Can't afford any mistakes here. And Erskine going to try to hit it over. Stedding able to save it. And the Crusaders will just have to hit it over. Setting up the spike. And there it is. Erskine takes the set. So 2 classic sets in a row, and Erskine wins both of them. And North Greenville is going to have to fight hard to get back into this one. So here comes the serving contest. This should be entertaining, to say the least. I believe we'll move the camera to show this. I believe that some of these are the male or on the volleyball team. So, okay, so you have to land it on the T-shirts. We'll show as much of them as we can. Don't believe any of them have been hit as of yet. So yeah, it has been confirmed. None of the T-shirts have been hit as of yet. They might have to extend this contest to after set number 3. But the question is, can the Crusaders force at least a set number 4? And a T-shirt appeared to be hit there. And there's one. Okay, so that one was hit. So 2 of the 4 shirts. So now 4 of them have been hit, just 2 remaining. There's still 2 minutes, 46 seconds remaining on the clock, so still plenty of time, and it looks like there's only 1 remaining now. And there it is. Final shirt was hit. So the serving contest comes to an end. Congratulations to the winners. So 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining on the clock until the start. Actually, the clock stopped at 2:26, so not exactly sure how much longer the break will be. Okay, now it starts back up at 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So we will bring back the audio then, and we will return in just a few moments here on the North Greenville Sports Network. So we return, 19 seconds remain on the clock. Crusader team nowhere to be found right now. Hopefully they should be back in just a few seconds. But a great match so far. Erskine has taken the first 2 sets. Very fortunate for them to have done so, as both of these sets have gone, I guess you could call it extra points. As Erskine huddles up, they're ready to go, but where's the North Greenville team? So still waiting on North Greenville. Not sure what the holdup is. I think Erskine may be wondering the same thing. And looking over at Erskine, it doesn't appear that Greeno is on the sideline for Erskine any longer, so she may be back in the locker room. Certainly hope the best for her. So the North Greenville team now coming out, just about ready to begin set 3. They have quite a hill to climb. We'll have to win 3 in a row, but it certainly can be done. Meanwhile, Erskine will try to end this early and send everybody home. But based on the first 2 sets, certainly don't expect anything except a fantastic battle. It could come down to the wire here in set 3. So here we go. Erskine will serve first. Kristen Dodge. The official at the scorer's table, so not quite ready to start just yet. So here we go. Whistle blows. Dodge set to serve. And here it is, and we are underway here in set 3. And Erskine starts off with the block, and they open up the set with the point. And I believe that was hit twice. It was by a Crusader, so 2-0, a good start for Erskine here in this third set. So Dodge to serve again. And Elizabeth James able to sneak it past the net. Erskine was not quite ready for that one. So 2-1 now, still in favor of Erskine. Jennifer Ferrato will be the server. Just gets it over the net. Almost turned into an ace. Nice dig there by Ferrato. Yomi tries to get the kill. Erskine saves it. And tried to sneak it over again, but Erskine was able to react, And it's hit twice again by a Crusader, and Erskine takes another point, 3-1. Crusaders cannot afford to get off to a slow start in this set. Caitlin Bullock, the server for Erskine. Hard hit by Yomi. Erskine able to react. And Yomi unable to get it over. Erskine with another point, 4-1. And a quick timeout taken by the Crusaders. And Erskine has the momentum to begin set 3, so we will return in just a moment. You're watching the North Greenville Sports Network. So the timeout comes to an end. If you've just joined us recently, it's been two classic sets that have come down to the wire. It took more than 25 points to end both of them, but ultimately Erskine took both of them. And here is a hard kill by Rachel Burtz, so a good way for North Greenville to respond coming out of the timeout. 4-2. Hit the replay button a little too late there. Elizabeth James will serve. And blocked by the Crusaders. Erskine unable to keep it alive. 4-3. And an ace by the Crusaders, and it's all even. That was Elizabeth James who served, so she gets credited with the ace. She will serve again. So 4-all. So Erskine started off with the momentum here in the set, but Crusaders evening it back up, and they'll be unable to keep it alive. Was hit one too many times, and Erskine with the point. So they get the lead back. Kelly Sullivan will be the server. And that's out. So 5-all now. And that one was pretty obvious. So Hannah Lewis, the server. Here's Yomi, but blocked. Katie Hunt and Megan Johnson, believe both get an assisted block there for Erskine. So 6-5, Erskine leads it. And the official having a word with the scorers table. Nothing changes. That was Megan Johnson with the serve, and an easy point for Erskine. Yeah, that's an error all the way on Haley Hester. And another mistake by the Crusaders gives Erskine another point, and they lead it by 3. So Johnson will serve again, but makes a mistake of her own. So the Crusaders score an easy point. And Megan Stedding will be the server for North Greenville. Blocked. That was Kinsey Pierce with the block. And it's 8-7. And a kill. I believe that was Mendez for Erskine, makes it 9-7. And Emily Kennington, the server. An attempted block by Erskine. And North Greenville with the point. Yeah, hung up in the net there, and by the time it fell, the Erskine player that hit it was already falling to the ground, and just hard to keep that ball under control at that point. Attempted block by the Crusaders, and Erskine able to take that point, 10-8. Yeah, just no time to react there, Haley Hester. And that's hit long. So a free point to the Crusaders. Now just a 1-point deficit. That was Hester with the serve. Attempted block, but goes to the back. Last touch by Megan Stedding, who attempted to return it, but was unable to do so. This will be Kristen Dodge to serve for the Flying Fleet. And an easy block there for Erskine. That ball was not hit very hard. Plenty of time to react to that one. So Dodge will continue to serve. Hits it hard, and that's just out. Very close there. Almost had an ace, but was just barely unable to keep it in. So Ferrado for North Greenville, the server. And there's a kill for Erskine. I believe that was number 3, Emily Kennington. Yep. So the deficit for North Greenville back to 3. And that one hit long. So 13-11, deficit down to 2. Elizabeth James with the serve. Nice reaction by the Crusaders, but it's hit out. A nice job by Kenzie Pierce just to get to that one. Erskine does end up with the point. And North Greenville cannot afford to trade points here. They need to go on a run. And last touched by a Crusader, so another point for Erskine. This will be Kelly Sullivan to serve. And Crusaders just going to have to hit it back over. Attempted block. And last touched by Caitlin Bullock for Erskine. So the Crusaders end up with the point. Probably would have landed in bounds anyway. So Hannah Lewis will serve. And it drops. Good placement there. Maybe a miscommunication by a couple of Erskine players. Yeah, just nobody went for that one. So Lewis serves again. And that's long, but was last touched by a Crusader. I believe. Yeah, it did land out, so with Erskine getting the point, had to have been last touched by a Crusader. Megan Johnson, number 2 for Erskine, will serve. And that one going to go way out. Last touched by Erskine, so North Greenville cuts it down to a 2-point lead. Megan Stedding will be the server. And Stedding able to keep it going. And nice block by Mendez. We'll make it 17-14 in favor of Erskine still. This will be Kennington to serve. And Crusaders able to get it back over. Attempted block, nobody going to be able to get to it. A nice attempt by Stedding. But the point goes to Erskine, and they now have a 4-point lead over North Greenville. And a substitution for the Crusaders. Number 16, Somer, struggled with this last name all season long. Believe it's Cagle. Comes in. And blocked. Fantastic block by Kristen Dodge. Gives Erskine yet another point. And North Greenville will call their final timeout of the set. And Erskine is pumped up. That is for certain. So North Greenville trails by 5 points. Erskine 6 points away from taking the set and the match. We'll see if North Greenville can respond when we come right back here on the North Greenville Sports Network. So here we go. North Greenville will have to respond right here to get back in this match. But Erskine going to try to make sure that North Greenville does not do that. Again, all the pressure is on the Crusaders. There's no doubt about it. Crusaders just able to get it back over. And there's another point for Erskine, so they continue right where they left off. A 6-point lead for the Flying Fleet. I appreciate it. You. And Erskine keeps it going. Blocked by the Crusaders. They take the point. So a good assisted block by two Crusaders. Kinsey Pierce, the server. Erskine does a nice job of getting it back over. Was in trouble there for a little bit. It's attempted block, unable to keep it alive, and the North Greenville will cut it down to 4. So Pierce to serve again. Blocked again by the Crusaders. And they are making a set out of it, 20-17. So it's taken a while with Erskine having most of the momentum in this set, but the Crusaders finally making it close. And that's hit long. Another point for North Greenville. And that one hit long. So a mistake by the Crusaders, which they did not need nor want. Catherine McAllister to serve. Blocked. Crusaders able to keep it alive. And another block, and this time Erskine scores the point. 3 away from the match. And back to a 4-point lead for Erskine. Actually, that is number 15, Kendall Kirk, the server. So correction there. And that's hit long. So the Crusaders with the point and the serve. So Kirsten Jeans to serve for the Crusaders. And unable to keep it alive. And Erskine's 2 points away. So Kristen Dodge will serve for the Flying Fleet. And that's another point for Erskine. Was thinking for a second that it might have been touched by an Erskine player, but was not. So a match point for Erskine. Almost had it there. Tried to sneak it over. So this point starting off slow. And a point for the Crusaders. Not exactly sure what the call was there. But whatever it was, North Greenville will certainly take it. 24-20. Jenna Ferrato to serve. And here comes Erskine. And an attempt at a block, but doesn't. But the Crusaders unable to keep it alive, and that will do it. Erskine wins 3-0. North Greenville made it a fantastic match. Both of the first 2 sets came down to the wire. Could have gone either way, but Erskine ends up winning all 3 sets. So a very impressive victory for them, and they remain undefeated in the Conference Carolinas. Very impressive. And they're, let's see, bring up their exact record. Overall, Erskine now 12-5, and now 8-0 in the Conference Carolinas. Meanwhile, the Crusaders will fall to 11-6 and will be now 1-5 in the Conference Carolinas. So that will do it. Certainly want to thank Sam Musgrove for producing as well as working the camera. Once again, tomorrow we are broadcasting. The question is, what are we broadcasting? There is both soccer and volleyball tomorrow. The plan right now is to broadcast the soccer games. The first one will be the women's soccer team. They will play, name's escaping me, Pfeiffer College. They will play Pfeiffer College at 1 o'clock. And then right after that, the men will play Pfeiffer at 3 o'clock. There is a volleyball match tomorrow at 2. If there is no rain in the forecast for here in Tigerville, and the last time we checked, it's very minimal. So if it stays like that, then the plan will be to broadcast soccer. However, if it does end up storming, then we will come here into the Hayes Gymnasium and broadcast the volleyball match. So whatever the case is, hopefully you'll join us. If you're not joining us, then hopefully you'll be watching the Crusaders take on the number 6 ranked team in Division II football, as they will take on Lenore-Ryan. It is away, so we will not be broadcasting it. However, the plan, that game will be on video. You can access that on the Crusader website if you wish to. We will be providing updates on that game for whichever sport we do end up broadcasting. So we hope you join us. And from all of us here at the North Greenville Sports Network, I'm Alan Cahaley, and we hope to see you next time. Good night.